Okay, everybody, here we go. Me, Gregory Mannarino. Okay, I'm glad I got that out of the way. Post market wrap up on this Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. So, look, this is what we have going on here. And I want you to pay attention to this. I really do. Although you already understand the current situation, let's go over it real quick. The economic news that keeps coming is abysmal. Durable goods orders fall off of a cliff. Business spending done, cratering. As long as this keeps going, well, the stock market's going higher, probably much higher. Yeah, we did finish today with gains pretty much across the board. This is some kind of phenomenon. It's just incredible. The market doesn't want to stop, and it's not going to. Again, nobody knows this better than you, but when you have this kind of a situation here, where central banks, none more so than the Fed, they're buying all the debt, they're keeping the dollar suppressed. Did you watch crude oil today? Crude oil, holy moly! You have it was down like almost 5%, and then it gained all that back, finished down about 1 point something percent. Is this really? Look, I get the whole contango thing. I understand it, believe me, and I think most of you do as well. But what else are we seeing here? Is this some kind of a pump and dump scheme? I don't know. All I do know is crude oil is going higher, and I don't care. Most of you still are stuck in a distorted reality, believing that supply and demand these matter. No, it doesn't matter anymore. And eventually, again, when this entire thing gets very real, the price of commodities is going to Pluto, okay, which may or may not be a planet. I don't know what it is anymore. Okay, it was a planet, it wasn't a planet, then it became a planet again. I don't know what the freak it is, but that's where commodities are going because we've never seen anything like this before, and I mean never, not even close, nothing like this. What I'm talking about is distortions that exist across this spectrum of assets. You know that. I can't even get my own head around this, people. And Jimbo, thank you, bro. Carlos, thank you too. I want you to understand something about me. Other than the fact that I am a car nut and I have, car addiction, car habit, I live and breathe this market. Okay. I study it all the time. It almost doesn't leave me. I even dream about it sometimes. And even me, that I am completely immersed in this, I still don't get it. What's happening now defies logic, defies intellect, defies anything that we've ever seen before. Again, this is deliberate. This is the Fed right here, the central banks working collectively around the world to destroy the economy. Does that sound familiar to you? Because I've been saying this for like 10 years. All right. Central banks collectively are destroying the world economy, none more so than lately. I mean, this is amazing. And they shut down the economy, COVID and then the financial crisis, which we've never seen anything like this. This financial crisis we're in, and we're in one now, is like nothing we've ever seen before. And they are doing everything in their power and then some to foster the illusion that the system is liquid, that the system is sound, the system is resilient and strong. That was their words just yesterday. Meanwhile, how do they? Let me ask you that. We're friends, right? We can talk about anything. Magic Mika, Lava, all my great friends here, Alan Greenspan. Come on, people, all of you. If someone explain this to me in terms that I can understand, because I don't understand it anymore. So they're trying to convince us how great and fantastic everything couldn't be better, But then how do they explain business activity, business investment falling off of a cliff, durable goods orders cratering, the fact that existing home sales are now at an all-time low? We've never seen this before. This is uncharted territory. Explain. Somebody please let me in on the secret that I'm supposed to know. Obviously, I don't get it. I need Alan Greenspan. It's that too. It's everything here. They have us caught in a vortex of that's sucking us down into some new thing. And it's out of control. I mean, look, if you really ever needed even more proof that you and I have zero representation anymore, that no one cares except you and I, we care for each other. the fact that now the Federal Reserve is tax exempt, okay, doesn't that bother you just a little bit? They come after people like me. They come after people like you. They want to suck us dry, okay? But the in my view, as you all well know, the Federal Reserve is a crime syndicate of the highest possible order. And they, of course, are not federal and have no reserve. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. But of course, they get to do whatever they make the rules. Do you understand? All right, I've been telling all of you that they're the government. Matt, do you believe now? You see, when you have a situation like this where they get to make all the rules, they get to make the law. They are the law. Okay, you and I, what are we? What are we? Okay, we're a means to an end. We're getting crushed. We're getting destroyed. Yeah, that's another thing. Hold on a minute. My nose is so itchy. I got gasoline in my eye earlier. Believe it or not. Don't ask me how. I wasn't sniffing it. I can promise you that. Anyway, CNBC, this is beautiful. Are you ready? CNBC wants you to know that people, get ready for this one, are concerned about inflation. People are really concerned about it. Yeah, duh. I dare you to make this stuff up. It can't be done. No one can make any of this stuff up. It's impossible to do. So there's another thing I want to bring up right now. Jeffrey, thank you, bro. It's coming apart. You see, this is the thing. This is the illusion, Jeffrey. Let's talk about this real quick, and then we're going to go back to what I was going to say. Our economy is cratering. It's crashing. This is an economic collapse, okay? And the propaganda, the distractions, the look here, the don't look here, that's all well and good. People believe, they always do, it's the illusion of the market. And I've been telling you about the illusion of the market for I don't know how freaking long. If the market is high and people are watching their investment plans making money, they feel beautiful. They get warm and fuzzy all over the place. Yes, it's orgasmic for these people. But you and I, the worse off the economy is, the higher the stock market's going to go. How many of you remember me doing this from 10 years ago? Economy, market. Economy, market. That's where we're going here. This gap between the two is going to fill. It's going to fill at one point, and it's going to overcorrect as well. Anyway, what I was going to say, what was I going to say here? Oh, yeah, this here. So this is starting to get some attention, and you and I have spoken about this on and off for quite a while now, this commercial real estate issue. So it's getting attention here. There's several of these super rich billionaire investors that are coming out, starting to raise the alarm with regard to commercial real estate, calling this thing, a massive bubble. And it is. It's a bubble beyond belief. And it has the potential, obviously, to bring the entire system down. And I'm talking about the financial markets. The economy is done already. Okay. The system being the financial markets, which they're going to do anyway. This is deliberate. Central banks dismantling this piece by piece. They're getting ready for their new system, but they must create more dependency on it. And I don't think we've seen anything yet with regard to that. We're going to hit wait till next year. Wait till next year. The lies, the deceptions, the distractions are going to get even greater than they were this year. If you go back to my videos from the end of last year, I said the same thing. And it's going to get even worse from here. You're going to see, it's pretty obvious to me what is going to happen moving forward into next year. Understanding, all right, let's put this together in a very simple way. All right. The economy, it's over. It's dead. It's literally cratering. It's crashing before our eyes. Okay. That's fact. It's not even debatable. Okay. We got that going on. What the market sees is a Federal Reserve that is going to cut rates. What I see is a Federal Reserve that's going to be cutting rates moving forward because of the cratering economy. This is going to push more easy money into the market. You're going to see more yield suppression, more buying of debt by not just the Federal Reserve, central banks around the world they're hell-bent on doing this. They're going to flood the world with more debt than you can possibly imagine. And right now, this is just way, 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 way out of control. And absolutely, just real quick, the These banks, and we know these banks are in a lot of trouble. People, you and I have been outlining this for, I don't know, for over a year, well over a year, before anybody else started talking about it, before we started seeing the bank failures. You and I covered right here the problems with the banks. It was very simple for me. I just said, okay, no, the economy is cratering. There's people are not able to deposit cash. So no deposits. Obviously, there's no loans and no deals as well. So this can't be good, not just for the smaller regional institutions, but this is for the big banks as well. And as you know, JP Morgan, Bank of America, and what was the other one? Morgan Stanley, one of them, I forget which one. It's all of them. All right. They're all operating here with balance sheets that are in a lot of trouble. And that's another reason why the Fed's going to cut rates. You have to understand the game being played here. The game being played is what is that? Anyway, let's not talk about that. Yes, yeah. I think that's about right. Thank you, Lord Humongous. Anyway, he's got my back. I got his back. I got all your back. But anyway, look, the issues with these banks here is pretty obvious to me. Their balance sheets are in a lot of trouble, and that tells me that these institutions who have loaded up on debt, which is yielding nothing, in order for the Federal Reserve to compensate for them, that this is also, you have to understand, a consolidation. They're going to consolidate these institutions. Some are going to be merged into others. There's no doubt about it. You know, my thing with Bank of America, I think Bank of America is in a lot of trouble. I think they're the worst off on Wall Street, gauging from everything that I would not be surprised to see a merger of some type between Bank of America and another bank here. But anyway, the Federal Reserve must, first of all, the banks are all insolvent. The banks are all illiquid. You understand that? I mean, there's a zero reserve system now. You realize that too, right? We don't have there used to be a fractional reserve. There's no fractional reserve. It's zero reserve now. Okay, with that said, you got what's going to end up happening here is the Fed is going to obviously reliquefy the banks. Okay, that's going to happen. Thank you, Ronix446. Yeah, it is. I mean, clearly. I mean, the real estate, forget about non-commercial. I'm talking about the commercial real estate thing. And I've been talking about this for a while now. This hasn't even begun. This hasn't even started to rear its ugly head yet. It hasn't even started. And that's another issue with the banks too. I mean, the banks are in such bad shape right now. It's not even funny. But you see, you're not supposed to know that. But the FDIC knows this. People, I've said this to you so many times. It hurts my soul, okay, when I hear something like this. So the FDIC, they know which banks are failing. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands of them, okay? We're not allowed to know because it's above our pay grade, even if we have our cash there. It's privileged information, and the privileged part is what bothers me. Privileged means that some people are allowed to know, but you and me, because let me ask you something. If we had a representation, a real representative government, do you think they would be able to get away with this stuff? I don't think so. How is it that they're allowed to hide this stuff from you and I? Can someone here who's smarter than me, which is every single one of you, please explain this to me, because I don't get it. I guess it's pretty simple. We have no representation anymore. Why isn't a single one of our so-called representatives speaking out against this Federal Reserve issue that they're tax exempt? Explain that to me, somebody, please. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's above my pay grade, and maybe some of you can help me out. What is it with this here? Get rid of this person. This is bullshit. This is just absolutely stupid. Hold on a second here, man. I'm going to remove these. How do you remove all of these? All right, let's put this person in. I'm just going to get rid of him. You're gone. Lovely. Anyway, that's where we stand, people. I know I'm preaching to the choir. Let's talk about this market real quick. So again, gains pretty much across the board. 10-year yield obviously massively suppressed. The dollar did put on some strength today. Crude oil all over the place, pump and dump skiing, contango, whatever you want to call it. It's going higher in the long run, so who gives a damn anyway. Gold and silver, which started out the day positive, ended up negative. Crypto, opposite, started negative, ended up positive. I know mango contango. It sounds like it sounds weird. Contango. Woo, 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 woo. Lovely people. Yes, it is going to be Thanksgiving, people, and we give thanks every day. Don't we all? I do, and I really do. You know, I believe in higher power. I give thanks every day. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for all the good things that we have. What is this? Yeah, thank you, bro. What is wrong with these freaking people? I don't understand them. I have no idea. I don't know. Uh, anyway, so let's make sure I covered the durable goods orders. I mean, this is over. It's the economy's done. Business investment spending cratering. Real estate hyper bubble. We already know about that here. CNBC. People are very concerned about inflation. Make that up. You can't make it up. It's impossible to do. But that's it. Look, it's not going to stop. We know it's not going to stop. You and I have been talking about this for I don't know how freaking long. Uh, and I think, look, we're never going to be right 100% of the time. It's an impossibility. But if you look back on all the stuff that we've covered, go back as far as you want to go. We've been so far ahead of the curve, and I am so proud to say that. It's all because of you. I push myself because of all of you. I want to come out here, be out here, and give you guys actionable information that you need to know, stuff that you need to, think about, ponder, and then take action. What I always tell you, this is a channel for people of action. It's not a channel for people who are going to sit back and twiddle their thumbs. You got to think about what's going on, what it means for you, the people you care about, your friends, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because that's what we got. Like I said, we don't have representation anymore. We're not going to get any representation. No person running for president is going to tell you what's really going on. And it just ain't happening. Okay. They're all part of the problem. This whole system is so disgustingly, vomitously toxic. And it's geared up to obviously enrich the 1% and 2%ers at the cost of you, me, and everybody else. It's a fact. It's pretty hard to argue. Right, Magic Rika? That's what's going on? Yeah, Eminon. Exactly. That's what we need. It is an abomination, man. It really is. All right, now before I get going here, you want to cover anything specific? Because you're not going to see me until Sunday. All right, I'm taking the next couple of days off. The market's closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out here. Be thankful for the things that you have. Somebody get rid of this Anderson person, please. Oh, man. This is just stupid. What are they doing here? What are these people doing here? I just don't get it. Anyway, yeah, I'll miss you guys and girls too. Believe me, I will. But look, no matter where we are, we got each other's backs, and I'll be back on Sunday for the markets a look ahead segment. Just what to look for, and we got this. I don't care what they do. I've been telling you this for I don't know how long. I don't care what they do. We're going to counter strategize everything. And then, we're already in the right spots, understanding the hyper bubble in debt, betting against the debt, becoming our own central banks, caring about each other, loving each other, being charitable to each other. All this. And, with that, we can change the world, people. We can change the freaking world. All right, people, look, I'm going to get out of here. Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Clever Custom Performance. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Axiom, how you doing? Those thumbs up. Please, let's do something about that. We got to get the video out there. Please share it. Have a great Thanksgiving again. Have a great weekend. I'll see all of you Sunday. You can count on that. And that's all. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Love you a lot from the heart.